Hey everyone, it's Kianna from StarKuube, and I know it's been a long time since y'all seen me, but you should know by now what the situation is. It's college. The situation is college. That's it. That's it. That's the situation. Anyway, but I decided to take the chance. I'm alone, finally. My roommate's not here, so I finally have the chance to make a video for you guys, and it's gonna be great because it is a movie review, and of course everyone on the internet is interested in everyone else's opinions. Whether or not they agree to them is a totally different story. But here I am finally, and before I start this off, I would like to say a couple of things. So one thing being that Victoria, first of all, Victoria has her own channel. If you want to see movie reviews and story times, then we'll link it down below, because of course, you know, you have to let your girl get some exposure. You know, you gotta let your girl get anyway. So that's number one. Number two is these are my opinions. I'm not like a movie critic. It's not like I know all what would make the perfect movie. These are just things that I thought about when I was watching this movie, and good things and bad things about this movie. So these are just my opinions. Don't not see a movie because you saw this video and I said something about it. I guess I plan to do more reviews of movies. Only if you guys want to see it. It's not that big of a deal. I do see a lot of movies and I do have a lot of opinions on them. So if you do want to see it, then that's good. Then I'll keep making them. I think every review, every movie should have, you know, a fair amount of review from people who aren't getting paid to talk about it, who just want to talk about it just to talk about it. But anyway, so let's get started. So I recently, by recently I mean literally about an hour ago, saw Kong Skull Island. I would like to preface this with the fact that this girl ain't never seen nothing about King Kong, like at all. Like I never watched it. This would be my first time ever watching anything Kong related. I guess that, you know, I guess I should have watched the other things. It's not that it was hard to follow. You know, it was a pretty basic concept, so you didn't have to watch other Kong movies. I knew what King Kong was about. I knew the monster. I knew the lore of it. So I guess I didn't really need to watch those movies beforehand. I was never interested in this, but this one caught my eye, mostly because Tom Hiddleston was in it, but that'll be a separate thing that we talk about. Alright. Now, as you know, with most reviews come spoilers, especially because I put it in the title, so y'all can't blame me if I spoil it. I'll try not to spoil it as much because I want you to see the movie. I won't like make it a story time where I describe every detail, but I will just talk about key points that happen in the movie, basic stuff that you could find in like an IMDb summary or whatever. So let's get started. Alright, so year is 1973, I think. It's somewhere in the 1970s, and they find this island that they've never seen before. It was hidden by a huge storm that's constantly over it. And of course, this is the year that they put man on the moon. They were doing a lot of space stuff, so they had a satellite up there, took a picture of the island, and were like, we're gonna go get to it before the Russians, because, you know, the Russians were a big deal. So this man called, I believe his name was Bill Randa. I'm not sure, I might be getting my characters mixed up, but this man brings a team full of just regular military people, a tracker, a photographer, just all these things to all these people to this island that they believe is uninhabited. They don't know how long it's been there. What they're going to do is drop bombs that cause seismic vibration so that they can, first of all, map how big it is, how deep it is. I don't know. It was just, it seems to me, it seems sketchy from the spot, because they had a picture. They didn't need the seismic bombs to map out how big it is, because they knew how big it is, because they had a picture of it, an aerial view of it. But whatever, he wanted to drop some bombs on it, basically. Like, that's really all it came down to. And it was getting me annoyed, because like, that's all, he just wanted to drop bombs. Anyway, they fly over it, they fly through a storm. Everything seems peaceful, everything seems cool. They start dropping the bombs. Some of them start to notice that, like, these bombs are causing huge explosions. And I'm not saying, like, I'm not like a geography major, whatever, but I would think that if I just wanted to test the vibrations inside the earth of the island, I would drop things inside the earth, not just drop a bomb on top of trees and rock that explode with heavy fire. I don't know. It was clear that this was not just for mapping out the island. There was something very malicious about how those bombs were placed. But either way, they dropped the bombs and they start getting attacked by Kong, obviously, because they start getting attacked by Kong because Kong is the protector of this island, and they pissed him off, basically. They pissed him off, and he straight up, listen, Kong was funny, because Kong straight up smacked them out, like, just, like, handball smacked them. Like, he was going for it. Like, he dodgeball smacked all of them through tree branches. Like, he was swinging them around like a baseball bat. He was not playing their games. I'm pretty sure he ate one of them. Like, he was angry. And rightfully so. Like, this whole movie, you can't sit here and be really mad at Kong, because Kong was just chilling. Like, he was just chilling in his place, in his island that he's been living in for years. Ain't had a problem with nobody. And all of a sudden, things exploding out of nowhere, and there's flying machines just gunning down things. Like, he was not having a good day. Like, he clearly did not get up on his beauty sleep, because he was not here for today. Like, he woke up with this, oh my god, like, here we go again, I'm about to whoop there. Anyway, so majority of the team gets killed by Kong. They get separated. Samuel L. Jackson, his character and his people get separated from Tom Hiddleston and their people, the less military people. They end up finding someone who has been here for 20 plus years, since World War II. He got marooned here, and he's living among the people that do live in this island. So now this island is actually habitable. And he's explaining to them, like, yo, Kong is king. You just don't mess with him. He's protecting us from everything else. He's a good, I wouldn't say dude, because he's a monkey. He's an ape, rather, not a monkey. Different species. He's an ape. He's a good god. He's a good leader. He protects the people. They respect him. They're on this side. He's on that side. Like, it's all good. Like, all we gotta do is leave. Like, that's it. We're done. The rest of them are like, yeah, no, we could go. Like, today, I'm trying to leave because I just saw some big insects. Like, I'm talking about building-sized insects. And I want off this island tonight. So they get him, and they agree, yo, we're leaving. Like, that's it. We're going. It's like, bump everything out here. We don't have to map nothing. It's over. I want to go home. I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to get a vacation. You feel me? Like, some of the military people were supposed to leave a day. Like, they've been in the Vietnam War for so long. They just wanted to go home. And then they got put on this mission, which was supposed to be simple because they were just supposed to map out stuff. But clearly, because it's a movie, nothing is simple. So they're like, bump this. we're making a boat, we're leaving, it's over, we're taking old World War II veteran with us, like, it's over. Now Samuel Jackson's team, Samuel, you see, Samuel a little crazy. Like, his name is Packard, Colonel Packard, Lieutenant Packard, I don't know. He's leading the whole thing. He's a little crazy, and he's upset because Kong killed some of his men. So he's blaming Kong, and he's like, I'm gonna kill Kong. Now the rest of his people are sitting here like, we just want to go home. Like, I'm not trying to fight that. He's like, you gonna fight it, and we gonna kill it. So ultimately, they have to go with what he's saying, even though it's completely stupid, honestly. And they're like, we should just leave. Like, we should just go. Obviously, we angered something. It's the size of a building. Let's just leave. He's not listening to reason. They, with their bombs, they woke up these things called skull crawlers, and they live inside the earth. That's what Kong is protecting the people from. And they woke them up with their bombs because, of course, we just, Americans, I guess, I could say something else. I could say so many other things, but I'm going to just keep it at Americans. Americans, or just humans in general, like to just like to mess with things. And I think that's what my irritation sparked with this movie, because it shows how, like, reckless we can be. Like, we can be so annoying. We like to ruin things without thinking about consequences. And some of these things you just need to think about. Like, you just need to be like, oh, it probably would be bad if I dropped a bomb on this area, of which I do not know if it is inhabitable or not. I don't know if people do live in here, but I'm just gonna drop bombs because these skull crawlers come out, and it's basically action from here on out. People dying, limbs flying, Kong beating his chest, skull crawlers screaming at people, slithering on the ground, like eating people. Like, you see Kong's parents, you see Kong beating up like skull crawlers. Like, that's basically from there on out, that's what the movie goes. And the ending, that, listen, it's what you would expect the ending to be. I'm gonna be honest, like, Kong, I can tell you right now that Kong Skull Island is a very good movie, but it's a pretty predictable movie, and that's all right. There's nothing wrong with predictable movies. I didn't come into this movie expecting anything really from it. I expected it to be good because of the cast, but I didn't expect, like, oh, like, world renowned, made me think. Like, it was just there to be a thriller. It was supposed to hold tribute to King Kong, and it's whatever you would think King Kong the movie would be like. So I'm not saying this is some big, renowned, special movie that was the best of the best, and it's what you think a King Kong would be, fighting other monsters would be like, with humans intermingled in there. So that's basically the plot line. Is kind of, they're just fighting back and forth. They find out that Kong isn't as bad as he seems. The other team thinks Kong is just as bad as the other people, and they have to fight not only the skull crawlers and just all the other huge animals that live on this island, but they have to fight each other, try to get control back. It's just a whole mess. I recommend you either watch the movie, which I highly recommend you watch the movie because it is a good movie, or you look it up. I'm not going to go too much into detail about everything that happened. There are a little bit of little things that got me. I'm usually good at predicting movies, but some things got me. Yeah. So now we're going to go to the most important part. This is the part that I am very picky with. The characters. All right. So I'm just gonna go talk about the characters, talk about the acting, not as much because we had a pretty good list of the actors. They just want to talk more about the characters themselves. So we are going to start with Tom Hiddleston, who played James Conrad. He's right there. Tom Hiddleston, man. I have a crush on him. I have. I'm not gonna even pretend like this is some past thing. Like, I have a crush on Tom Hiddleston. Like, how could you not? Have you seen Tom Hiddleston? Like, he cute. Like, that's it. He cute. Right? And he's a phenomenal actor. So Tom Hiddleston played James Conrad. Conrad was I think he was in the British forces, and then he got discharged or whatever. He's retired. Now he's a mercenary. He just tracks for money. Like, that's it. You could tell off the bat that he's, excuse my French, but a total badass. Like, they made sure that you know he's a total badass. He's actually very angsty, I guess would be the term for it. Not annoyingly angsty. Not like a teen angsty, be like, you don't understand me, mom. This is my real life. But he's more angsty in the like, you do realize that this is a stupid mission. You don't even know how dangerous this is going to be, and you just want to do that. Until you mention money, he's like, I'm about to go do this stupid mission that's dangerous for some dollars. Like, I'm gonna be honest, right? He's angsty in that just like straight face, like, all right, let's get it done. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't care why any of y'all are here. I just want money. Like, honestly, I was like, same. That's okay. He's very skilled. Very skilled. Doesn't have much background other than he was in the British Armed Forces or something. He was a lieutenant or something like that. He's a tracker. They brought him along because they needed him to track things, even though when you first start off, you think this is just to map the island. So why would they need a tracker? Whatever. He takes the money because he needs money and he wants money and he likes money. So same. But overall, he was very good. He was very good to the people. He was very good to the people he had to end up leading. He wasn't to really anybody, and I guess that's one thing that peeves me off about characters, if they make people too or like sarcastic. Like, I can handle sarcastic characters, but I'm talking about like a angsty, antagonistic sort of sarcasm. Just, it's not fun. It's not fun type of sarcasm. It's not something I can laugh at. Something that, like, I would probably fight someone like that type of sarcasm. So that's the type of character. He played it very well. Seeing Tom Hiddleston in this type of role was a little bit of a shock to me. Not saying that he can't play serious roles, because he has. But it still was like, it was funny to see him, because it wasn't the Tom Hiddleston that I knew just as a person. So he definitely played it very well. Played it very, very well. Next up is Samuel L. Jackson, who played Preston Picard. Anyway. Again, another great actor. Great to the point where he made me hate his character. His character was the one that led the military and wanted to kill Kong, basically, for killing his men. He was okay. The thing with Picard, I don't know. The thing with Picard was that he was very obviously torn, and they showed that in the beginning. War is literally all he's known. He's a war veteran, so he's always been in war. He's always been fighting, and they made sure that you knew that, so that you can understand his actions later. And it was very smart, because I did understand his actions. Now, it didn't make me less annoyed with his character. It didn't make me hate his character any less. But I did understand where he was coming from. He was a war veteran, and all he knows is to fight. He asked the other soldiers what they were doing after they were coming home with this war, and they all had, their different things that they were going to do. They were going to take a vacation here. They were going to go to the university here. They were gonna see their children, stay with their children. They were gonna work in airports. And when they asked him what he was gonna do, he couldn't answer because all he's ever done was fight in wars. So that's partly what sparked his actions in this movie. This is what sparked his actions to continue on to kill Kong. Like, through thick and thin, whatever reason, he was going to kill Kong, or he was going to die trying. And it was annoying, but it was very true to his character. Now, when he gets stuck on the island, you can see his sanity start to decrease. Homeboy was going crazy. Like, he was gone by the end of, like, he was cuckoo in the head. Homeboy was not there. He was completely crazy to the point where he really should not have been leading his men. He was putting them in all sorts of unnecessary danger. He would not have been able to lead these men if it were any other situation. So I think he was actually a very good character. He's a very memorable character. I like to see the decrease in sanity, of course, when they're starting to meet more of the animals. They met more of the hostile animals, like the insects and the I think they mostly just met the spiders. Yeah, they met a whole bunch more hostile insects. They had lost a lot more men, while Tom Hiddleston or James Conrad's group met more of the they met the people, and then they met the like vegetarian animals, which were also just as big, but they were calm and didn't do anything. So that probably shifts why they were so passive with Kong and were like, we can just go. We're not going to hurt anything. We're not going to do anything. While Samuel L. Jackson's character was more like, I'm going to kill everything. Like, all y'all gonna go. Like, this is it. I don't care. The whole island's going down. I don't care. Which is true to life on how a lot of people think. And it's pretty sad, but it's real.